Hello there everyone. This is just a short video on a tip on how to fix some Halloween life-size dolls. Now I have about 4 of these and they all have basically the same design. It's a head with some clothes like and an upper body, but no body, no main lower body, as you can tell. And the reason they do this, I think, is because one, it's more affordable, and also it's easier to pack these in a box when you have to put them away. So the problem is that what this does is when it's just a head and no body, it makes it a little bit top heavy. So the stand that it comes with, which is basically about 3 of these metal bars and some plastic connectors to connect the bars, it puts stress on these plastic connectors and they start to crack. And that's what happened to these connectors here. And I try to tape them to make them stronger, but the tape wouldn't really hold. You can tell it's a little bit bent. So this is how it works. You put in, here's the stand, you put in one metal bar, you put in a connector, the plastic connector, you put in the other metal bar, and then the other plastic connector, and then so on until it's about life size. So you put the doll in there, and as you can see, she's sort of bending over because the connectors are broken, so she just falls over. So I learned this little trick. I went to the hardware store because I was mulling it over. How can I fix this stand? And I got an idea. So what I did is basically I went to the hardware store and I got a couple of PVC pipes, 3/4 inch by 2 feet, and I got a connector to connect both of them. And this actually works pretty well. This is pretty sturdy plastic. It's more sturdy than that, what people usually think of PVC is those white, semi-rigid, semi-flexible PVC pipe. This is a lot stronger. It's this gray one. And what you do is you take one, you put in your connector. You don't want to screw it on too tight because when you try to break it down, it's going to be really hard to untwist. So just hand tighten it, not too tight, and then you put in your other connector like so. And then what you do is assemble it the normal way. You put in the first metal pipe, but then instead of using a connector, this connector to connect the other one, what you do is you put in your PVC pipe right over it. Again, this one is 3/4 inch. It fits just well, and you don't even need the extra metal pipe. What you do now is you take the doll. So you take the top of the doll, and then so what you do is you put the last connector into the PVC pipe like so, and then slide the doll down, and boom. Now she's standing upright. She's actually maybe a little bit taller, which is cool, and she's pretty sturdy. That PVC pipe works pretty well. She's not leaning over, and I don't have to use this connector with these broken connectors anymore. And it was pretty cheap. The PVC pipe and the connector were under $5. So if you have one of these dolls and you were thinking of throwing them away because you can't stand them anymore, just spend a few bucks and your life-size Halloween doll gets a new lease on life. I have about 4 of these. This is the only one that has failed. The other dolls, they're the original hardware that it came with. It's working just fine. So this was the only one where the hardware failed. But I'm pretty stoked that I can use this one again. And this one is actually part of a group of 3 vampire dolls. It was a family. It was like a male vampire, a female vampire, and a kid vampire. So I only got one because they're sort of expensive. Her name is Vampire Valentina. So hopefully this helps someone out there. And thanks for watching. Have a happy Halloween.